saints are called on high. Peter Scott put on his hat and headed for the sky. Not to glory, but to Blacktown, where the Maltese folk convene at the Valette Club, with 1,000 in between. Oh, Peter, on your name day, with the banjo ringing loud, they had coffee and biscuitelli while the rain came pouring down, with Mick and Susanna laughing in that crowded hall so fine. They stood in line for past easy on St. Peter's name day shine. There were old cars on display, shining chrome beneath the rain, and a petting zoo for young uns, bringing joy amid the pain. But inside that hall was cozy, with the music sweet and clear, and the smell of Maltese cooking hanging heavy in the air. Oh, Peter, on your name day, with the banjo ringing loud, they had coffee and biscuitelli while the rain came pouring down, with Mick and Susanna laughing in that crowded hall so fine. They stood in line for past easy on St. Peter's name day shine. Now the queue for Pastasi, it was nearly out the door, but nobody was fussing, they just talked a little more. For every Peter in the room, and every Paul as well, they raised a cup of coffee to the stories they could tell. From the islands far across the sea to the hills of New South Wales, they gather every year to tell the old familiar tales, with a banjo and a fiddle and a voice raised up in song. They celebrate St. Peter and the day he came along. Oh, Peter, on your name day, with the banjo ringing loud, they had coffee and biscuitelli while the rain came pouring down, with Mick and Susanna smiling in that crowded hall so fine. Happy name day, Peter, on this good old Maltese shine. Yeah, happy name day, Peter, on this good old Maltese shine.
On the feast of Saints Peter and Paul, the bells seemed to ring, for Peter Scott was smiling wide and celebrating everything. The rain clouds hung above the sky, the streets were wet and grey, but warmth and laughter filled the halls and chased the gloom away.
At the Valette Club in Blacktown, the crowds came pouring in. 1,000 hearts and happy souls all ready to begin.
With friends Mick and Susanna there, he found a comfy seat to share the joy of Maltafest and hear the music sweet. Hey, Peter Scott, it's your name day today. St. Peter's feast has come around once more, though the rain was falling softly outside. Inside there was laughter from wall to wall. Raise a cup of coffee high and sing along with family, friends, and Maltese song on the feast of Saints Peter and Paul. We celebrate together, one and all. entertainers took the stage with melodies so bright. Tradition of Maltese rhythms filled the cozy hall all night.
Peter sipped his coffee slow with biscuitelli too, sharing stories, sharing smiles, as old friends often do.
The pasta's EQ stretched far and wide, it seemed a mile or more. A winding line of hungry folk reaching nearly to the door.
Yet nobody complained at all. They laughed and passed the time, for festivals are sweeter still when shared with friends and wine.
Hey, Peter Scott, it's your name day today. St. Peter's feast has come around once more, though the rain was falling softly outside. Inside there was laughter from wall to wall. Raise a cup of coffee high and sing along with family, friends, and Maltese song on the feast of Saints Peter and Paul. We celebrate together, one and all. There were classic cars with shining chrome from decades long gone by, and children at the petting zoo with wonder in their eyes.
The weather may have been unkind, with showers through the day, but warmth and friendship filled the room and kept the cold away.
Hey, Peter Scott, it's your name day today. A feast of joy beneath the black town sky, with Mick and Susanna by your side, and 1,000 voices singing high. Coffee cups and pasties, agerines, Maltese music and happy scenes on the feast of Saints Peter and Paul. Here's to Peter, the happiest of all.
So here's a toast to Peter Scott on this special feast day bright. May friendship, joy, and Maltese cheer stay with you through the night.
And when the feast comes round again, we'll gather one and all to celebrate with song and love on Saints Peter and Paul's great
Welcome to our Benjamin, of the Ashton, and Dr. Where har jag quantità della rosa fina strada, questa venta incazzata. Och vi quattrar in Moskva, rolla dansen segare, och de säger, lascia sig, man vill vilja kasta sig. Mamma say in Portland, Mother front and China Thailand, Slash rolling Bolsavin fun, stop go on the Mayan, Macanoli on the road,